Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Lilly Loves Tarot. I do appreciate you. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about one of Lily's gems, and for those of you who have been with me, this is the kind of love message that I want to talk about because these are messages that I am finding in my tarot readings, okay? Not just here on the channel, but also from those who I have done personal readings for. And I want to just delve straight into it because I do appreciate you. And I want to address something to maybe give someone out here some perspective. Okay. And that is the topic of the ex. Okay. Why do they return? Why do they come back? So this is really a particular message for those of you who found yourself in a relationship where you were totally blindsided. You met someone, everything was beautiful in the beginning. This person pursued you, they asked you for exclusivity. You could have dated them for quite some time, then made the decision. And as you were investing into them, as you were caring for them, you found out that they were caring for somebody else. So this is what we would consider in the tarot the Three of Swords. You found yourself in a third party situation. Okay? You did not sign up to be in a third party situation. Now, for some of you, you could have found out later in the game, okay, that you were in rotation with other people. But however it played out, you were betrayed. Okay, so this is the message for those of you who wanted a one-on-one. You were looking to be in a monogamous relationship with the person that you were with. You did not sign up to be a third party. You did not sign up to be in a situationship. You did not sign up to be an option. Okay, you thought you were building and growing with this individual. So I want to make that clear. All right? And somehow the script flipped. And this person put you on the back burner. They changed their energy towards you. They totally disconnected. Or for some of you, it could have been drops, right? Slow drops where they could have been breadcrumbing, pacing the connection to see how much you were going to put up with, see how much you were going to take from them. However, it was unfair and it was unbalanced. Okay? And so the connection started to deteriorate because they sabotaged it. They held back. They became selfish. They wanted their cake and eat it too. They wanted you in the cut. They wanted you on the hook while they kept their availability sign up and got attention from the village. Okay? So, again, that's not what you signed up for. So, for a lot of you, you hit the exit. So, either you hit the exit, both of you hit the exit, okay? And with the Six of Swords, you walked away because the connection no longer served you. You hit the Eight of Cups. You still loved this person. You still cared about this person, but you realized that this person was not going to make good on their promise. You found out that you were not being respected. You found out that the person that you thought you were dealing with was somebody else. You found out that the person you were with was committed to not being committed. They put up all kinds of obstacles. They gave you all kinds of excuses. They had you doing hula hoops. You didn't know where you stood with this person. And they put you through the ringer. And for a lot of you, they could have ghosted you. They could have totally disappeared and then reappeared in another relationship. Some of you could have found out on social media. You could have found out about word of mouth. But it hit home. And what hit home was that you were never the only one. And now they are the ex. They thought the grass was greener somewhere else. And so they went there. And they left you out in the cold to pick up the pieces. And so as you are walking away, as you are questioning the connection, what happened, you start rebuilding. And you start rebuilding because that's what you have to do. You start putting one foot in front of the other. And you're upset, you're angry, you're disappointed. Because for a lot of people, you thought this was the one. You thought this was your soulmate. You thought things would be different this time. Because that's what they told you. And for some of you, they were invested in the beginning. And then overnight, they withdrew. Or there was trickle down cracks in the connection. And you realized that the person that you thought was going to be a soft place to land turned into a nightmare. So now here we are. They are the ex, the Six of Cups. They broke your heart. For some of you, they could have smeared your name. For some of you, they chose you as a scapegoat. It was total disrespect. However, you found the courage, you found the energy, you found the love within yourself to pick up the pieces and to move on quietly. You didn't go on social media. You didn't try to sabotage their new connection. You went within and you cried and you cried and you said to yourself, there must be something better for me. For some of you, it has been a slow burn. For others of you, you've questioned, you wanted closure, you knew that you weren't going to get it. And it left you feeling defeated. But what I want you to know is that sometimes loving someone isn't enough, especially when they are not loving you back. Because relationships take two people. It takes reciprocity. It takes give and take. And so here you are, learning new things, even about yourself. You're finding the strength. You're finding the courage. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. You're manifesting. You can see things clearer now. And you are moving on. And as you are healing and going through your journey of peace and quiet, out of nowhere, the person that broke your heart, the person that didn't play fair, the person that lied and cheated, the person who had no respect for you or your relationship or your love for them, decides that they want to reach out. Why? For a lot of them, it's because the third party situation didn't pan out. 2, you didn't chase them. 3, for some of them, they could be feeling somewhat guilty because maybe they are now realizing they made the wrong decision. However, it's irrelevant. The fact is, they took the risk. They gambled with your love, your devotion. They did not appreciate you. They took your kindness for weakness. And they thought you would always be there, no matter what treatment they bestowed upon you. But as soon as you laid your boundary, as soon as you found the courage to not go back, to not beg, to not plead, to not look for answers, you went silent. And they started thinking about you. Where is this person? Why aren't they contacting me? Why aren't they reaching out? Why is it that they're not looking for answers? I mean, I left them. Now you are in their head because you've cut off the attention, you see. You've cut off the resource. And now they see you being independent. Now they see you taking back your power. And they don't like it. For some of you, you could have moved on into a whole new relationship. But there's curiosity, and they want to know what's going on. I just want to say in this message, they're an ex for a reason. And they're an ex because they didn't love you, they didn't appreciate you, they didn't value, they didn't see you, and they didn't respect you. And the bottom line is, you deserve better. You will never be the right person for the wrong person. Continue loving, continue living, and continue learning. Always blessings to all of you. Remember, you are worth it, and you are enough. Take care.